Apply functions or apply family in R. Apply family is a very helpful time-consuming function in R. It helps to subset the data from matrices, arrays, lists, and data frames in a repetitive way and do statistical summary of the data. It avoids making loop functions which are very time-consuming and makes analysis complex. So apply family is very helpful as it saves our time from avoiding our loop functions which are very time consuming, and they create a long functions which complexes our data. There are many types of apply family functions there. Some of them are apply, lapply, sapply, mapply, and tapply functions. So let's start with apply function first. Apply function operates on arrays or data frames or matrices and returns vectors or list of values in return. The function that we use for apply is apply within the brackets x then comma margin then comma function. So what it says is apply the function to the column or row which is the margin here, and x is the data frame on which our function will be applied. Let's go to R and check how to apply this function. So if you want to check about any function or any package, so what is the help that you can do is whenever you want help of regarding any data or data type or data set, you just have to put a question mark and write the name of the data set or the function. It will help you out. Like I have executed this command question mark apply, so you can see there help is provided from the R with all the data about R function. So you can see apply function, what it says is returns a vector or array or list values obtained by applying a function to margin of an array or matrix. So let's build a command data frame first. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a variable df and making a data frame in it with command data.frame. Within brackets, I am taking two columns, that is first and second. In first, I am taking numbers from 1 to 10, and in second column, I am taking numbers from 11 to 20. Let's execute this command and check the values of df. So you can see we have two variables, first and second, with values in first from 1 to 10 and in second 11 to 20. Now let's apply function in it. What I want from this data, I am taking second margin. So second here means the column margin. I want mean of the second column from the df data. So my function is apply. Within the brackets, I am taking the data frame, that is df, comma the margin. So margin, if you want to take row, here it will be 1. If you want to take column, it will be 2. After that, the function name. So your function can be mean, it can be median, it can be standard deviation, it can be minimum, maximum. Any statistical function that you want to apply here, you can write the name of that function. So I'm executing this command. Sorry, I haven't applied it to whole the function. Let's execute the whole command. So you can see what happened is I got mean of both the columns because I have taken 2 here, which means I want mean of the columns, each column. If I would have taken 1, like in next command, I have taken 1 here, which means I want to have mean for each and every row. Let's execute. So you can see for each row, mean has been resulted. So there were 10 rows and there are 10 values. Next, what I'm doing is I'm sorting the data. Now, what is sorting the data? I'll create a database data frame, and from that data, we'll apply function, apply and find out the column sums, row sums, and then we'll sort the data. So first, let's combine two columns. So I am using cbind, that is combining columns. Within the bracket, I am taking first column as x1 with value. So we have taken the formula cbind, within which we have taken x1 equal to 3, which means the values in this column will be equal to 3. Next is x2 column, in which I am taking two things, 4 to 1 and 2 to 5. So what it means is, first it will create a vector x2 in which there will be values of x2 1 initially, then there will be 2 to 5. Let's execute this command. These two vectors will be combined with the help of the formula C bind. Let's check the value of x. So you can see there are two columns x1 and x2 and values have been saved in them. How do I know that what my values have been saved? So 4 to 1 you can see in column 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then there is 2 to 5, then there is 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how my x variable has been formed. Next, I am giving the dimension names. So now what I am doing is, I have already given the column names as x1 and x2. Now I am giving names to the rows. Here you can see it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is before the comma, which means it is row number here. So what I am doing is, I am saying dimension name of x. In the x data, dimension names, I want to put letters from 1 to 8. As you can see, there are 8 rows. So I am taking letters 1 to 8. So you can see here, there are double brackets and within which it is written as 1. So it means they are indexing. What I am doing here is, I am indexing the value. So I am saying rows here. In the X data set, only row names I need to put, in which I am putting letters from 1 to 8, letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So let's execute this command and now check the values of, as you can see, 8 of the letters have been printed here. Now I am executing this command and giving dimensions name. Now x1, x2 are the column names and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are the row names. Now what I am doing is, I am putting the function apply in dataset X. 2 here means the margin. So margin, it means column here because I have taken 2 as margin. So I have help here. You can see I have taken, let's do question mark apply. If you don't know how to use the formula, just do question mark apply and you can see you will be having the formula here. So you have margin and you then need to put function. So I am giving margin as 2, that is columns, then function, that is fun, equal to mean. So I want mean of each column in data set X. So you can see for column 1, mean is 3. For column 2, mean is 3. Next, let's find out the column sums. So I'm saving the values in column dot sums and applying the function. Similarly, like earlier, I put mean here. Now I am putting sum here. And let's check the value of column sums. So what happens is, the value of first column, the sum of this column is 24. Next, the sum of column number x2 is 24 again. Similarly, row sums. So you can see we have the sum of each of the columns here. Now what we are doing is, we are sorting it. So what I am trying to do is, I am showing you different types of functions that you can put in this apply function and do the statistical analysis. So I am giving apply function here again to the X data set for columns and sorting it. So let's execute this command. Now what happens, you can see earlier my data set was 4321 2345 in X2 column. Now what I told in this function is, sort the X data set in according to columns. So we have sorted the columns and it became 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5. Next function is lapply. Next is lapply. So what is lapply do? It is used for other objects like data frames, lists or vectors. Similarly, when you want to put apply function, the data type it takes is in the form of data structure is data frames, list, vectors, and it returns list. So earlier what apply was doing is, it was returning both vectors and lists, but in lapply the return will only be in the form of list, and the function to be used is lapply within the brackets x and function. Let's understand the function. X here means the vector or an object. So it is the data set basically that you are going to enter here, and function which you want to apply of each of the element of X. So I have also given an example here, as you can see, lapply. So I'll tell you how to get this command and how to get this output. What does it mean? Let's go to R and create an example.